Hi everyone, welcome to episode number 13. We're your host,
Alexa.
and Rosso. And we are so excited for you to be here. We cannot believe you have been able to stay with us through 13 episodes.
Number 13.
Thank you
That's
so
actually, that's actually my lucky number.
Oh, so yeah.
13.
Yeah, and 14 is my lucky number, so
Okay, so that's the next
we're
episode.
almost there, yeah. So anyways, we just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah, others' hearts are bigger than others.
For being here with us, and we hope you had enjoyed our nonsense, and we hope to see you here in the same time, same day. Anyways, so today we wanted to do something a little different,
Yes.
and we are gonna do a tarot reading. It's called OSHO Zen Tarot.
Oh,
Tarot.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Tarot. Yeah.
Who tell us a little bit more about it?
So this is a little bit different from like regular card readings. It's not like trying to tell the future or anything. This is more of just like, kind of like guidance on an issue that you're thinking about, and like trying to give you more positive light and trying to, help you, guide you in a different way. So it's nothing to do with future reading, but I think it's cool. We do it sometimes, on our
Here and there.
and it's always fun to do some readings. And so I'm going to do a reading for Alexa here, and yeah, it should be fun. So let's get into it.
Okay, so let's begin.
Basically, there are different layouts that you can do for the Zen Tarot card readings, but we're going to do a simple layout, which is usually the diamond layout. It's a 5-card layout where you put it in the shape of a diamond. And so she is going to shuffle the cards, and while she's shuffling, slowly but surely,
yes,
when she's shuffling the cards, she will be thinking about the issue that she wants to get more clarity on. And then once you're doing the shuffling, then I can tell you like where to place the cards. And you can actually follow along, or you can do this yourself on their website. We're going to leave the link in our blog post. You can go there and actually do it all online yourself. We actually have the cards, so we get to kind of, get hands-on with this.
Okay, I already shuffled the cards.
Okay, so
What's
put
next?
them face down.
Oh, yeah.
And then pick a card, just any card in the deck, and then place it in the middle, which will be the first card, and the first card is the issue. Then the second card that you're going to be thinking about, you're going to place it on the left side of the middle card. And that card is going to be an internal influence that you're unable to see.
Okay.
Number 3, it will be on the right side of the middle card. And that is the external influence of which you are aware of. So there's 3 cards already on the deck. The 4th card will be at the bottom of the middle card, and it is what is needed for the resolution itself. And the final card will be on top of the middle card, and that is the resolution itself, and that is the understanding. So now you have 5 cards
in a diamond shape.
Cool. So now we can put the other cards away.
Okay.
So here we go.
I'm just waiting.
So you have the issue, right? In your head. You don't have to tell the audience or anything. This is for your issue. But we're going to talk a little bit more about it. So let's flip over the first card. And this is your issue. What is it? Flip it.
Okay, so...
Oh, it's the creator.
Yep, this card says creator in the bottom. In the picture, I can see like a man holding like something that is shiny. There's like other colors in the card, like red and yellow. This person is sitting, and yeah.
Okay, cool. So this card.
Not sure if you guys can get the picture of that, but
we'll describe it more a little
pictures,
bit too. Yeah. So the middle card she chose was the creator, and this is the Zen master in this card. He has harnessed the energy of fire and is able to use it for creation rather than destruction. He invites us to recognize and participate with him in the understanding that belongs to those who have mastered the fires of passion. Without repressing them or allowing them to get destructive, and out of balance. He is so integrated that there is no longer any difference between who he is inside and who he is in the world outside. He offers this gift of understanding and integration to all those who come to him, the gift of creative light that comes from the center of his being. The King of Fire tells us that anything that we undertake now, with the understanding that comes from maturity, will bring enrichment to our own lives and the lives of others. Using whatever skills you have, whatever you have learned from your own life experience, it is time to express yourself. So, what do you think of this commentary? What do you think of this commentary?
Hits me right in the place.
In the guts, right?
Yeah.
What's it kind of trying to tell you?
Well, it's time to express and use the skills I've learned throughout my life for something good or bad.
Trying to be that creator, time to express your feelings, trying to use your skills, whatever you have, and show people what you really have. More information. There are 2 types of creators in the world. One type of creator works with objects. Do you work with objects?
Nope.
A poet, a painter.
Yes.
They work with objects. They create things. The other type of creator creates himself or herself. He or she doesn't have to work with objects. They work with the subject. They work on themselves, their own being. And he or she is the real creator, the real poet, because they made themselves into a masterpiece. So creating yourself. You are carrying a masterpiece hidden within you, but you're also standing in the way. You move aside, then the masterpiece will be revealed. Everyone is a masterpiece because God never gives birth to anything less than that. Everyone carries that masterpiece hidden for many lives, not knowing who they are and just trying on the surface to become someone. Drop the idea of becoming someone because you are already a masterpiece. You cannot be improved. You have only come to it, to know it, to realize that God has himself created you. You cannot be improved. What do you think about that? Is you becoming a masterpiece?
Well, they said that I'm already a masterpiece, which I already knew from the very, very beginning. I was just like thinking.
We're all masterpieces.
Yeah.
No,
but in reality, I feel that, that you don't have to just like just use the things that you have to be able to create, and you're already a masterpiece. So
yeah, and also it's trying to kind of tell you, like, don't try not to compare yourself with other people, because everyone that has been created are their masterpieces themselves, and so you should look within yourself and bring that masterpiece out that you already are.
And I think this resonates for everyone, not only for me or for Russell, but for everyone else, because we are all going through stuff right now. So
exactly.
It's helpful to know that we are perfect the way we are.
Okay, so on to number 2.
Number 2
is the left card.
Número dos.
Number 2, you're gonna flip it over, and this is the internal influence.
Which one is number 2?
The left of the middle card.
The left.
And this is the internal influence that you're unable to see. Ooh, guilt. 8. Can you tell us what guilt looks like?
Guilt looks dark. There's a person holding their hair frenetically, and there's a cloud behind this person. And there's some flowers on the top, and this person is like kind of suffering, and she can stand that. But besides that, there's like
looks like hands, right?
Like rat hands.
Yeah, like pulling her hair.
Yeah, like 5 hands on top. Maybe that's why she's screaming. I would do the same.
Yeah, I would do the same if some rat hands pulled my hair. Okay, so...
And the card's name is Guilt.
Yeah.
Ow. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So, guilt is one of the most destructive... Alright, okay, we're good. Alright, we're good. Guilt is one of the most destructive emotions in which we can be caught. Or get caught. If we have wronged another or gone against our own truth, then of course we'll feel bad. But to let ourselves be overwhelmed with guilt is to invite a migraine. So that's why you kind of see the hands just clawing at the head. We end up surrounded by nagging clouds of self-doubt and feelings of worthlessness to the point where we cannot see any of the beauty and joy that life is trying to offer us. That's why you see the clouds in the picture as well. We all long to be better people, more loving, more aware, more true to ourselves. But when we punish ourselves for our failures by feeling guilty, we can get locked into a cycle of despair and hopelessness that robs us of all clarity about ourselves and the situations we encounter. You're absolutely okay as you are, and it's absolutely natural to go astray from time to time. We're not perfect people. Just learn from it. Move on and use a lesson not to make the same mistake again. So,
How do I feel about that?
yes.
I feel that's right. Because I feel that sometimes I get very caught in my own failure. But I think failure is nothing else than just the route to success. But that's what they said. But when you're really doing every day, you have just to kind of have a different perspective on that and move on.
Yeah.
And learn from it.
Yep. Yep. Okay, cool. More information.
More info.
This moment, this here and now, is forgotten when you start thinking in terms of achieving something. When the achieving mind arises, you lose contact with the paradise you are in. This is one of the most liberating approaches. It liberates you right now. Forget all about sin and forget all about saintlessness. Both are stupid. Both together have destroyed all the joys of humanity. The sinner is always feeling guilty, hence the joy is lost. How can you enjoy life if you are continuously feeling guilty? If you are continuously going to the church to confess that you have done this wrong and that wrong and wrong and wrong and wrong, your whole life seems to be made of sins. How can you live joyously? It becomes impossible to delight in life. You become heavy, loaded. Guilt sits on your chest like a rock. It crushes you. It does not allow you to dance. How can you dance? How can guilt dance? How can guilt sing? How can guilt love? How can guilt live? So the one who thinks he is doing something wrong is guilty. Burden, dead before death, has already entered into the grave.
I think that explains why I haven't been dancing and I haven't been
Singing? Because of that
singing.
guilt
Yeah,
that you feel
I
internally?
am a professional singer and I stop after this. The guilt really sits right.
It's true, American
there.
Idol style, right?
Yeah,
You're gonna join American Idol?
I know.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That's the reason why. I'm glad you told me about this so I can start singing again.
Singing and dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta join just so you think and dance.
Yeah, and I think this goes for goes well with what I was thinking about because sometimes I feel guilt is the presence of guilt like in my life is very strong, so I have to like
Kind
move
of
on
just move on from it
and enjoy
life.
and I start singing
Yes.
again and dancing.
Exactly. Okay, so number 3, flip over. That's the right side.
Nope, number
Middle
4.
card? No, number 3.
Number 4. Oh yeah, I'm
number
sorry.
3
I
is
forgot the numbers.
external influence of which you are
I
aware.
never said I knew how to count. I know how to sing.
All right. No. This card right here.
Sorry.
This is the external influence you are aware of.
Which is intensity. Intensity. This dude looks like he was like a lion with a mane, like big rays of light. I know. This is confusing, I know. How can it's very colorful, this card, but yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I
It's just very colorful, like a rainbow.
Yes,
Yeah.
like a rainbow.
Maybe. Okay. All right. So
More info.
we'll do more information on this card since description is not very
accurate.
well said.
I don't know how to describe that card.
The figure in this card is taking the shape of an arrow.
Oh.
So if you look like there's an arrow. Moving with the single pointed focus of one who knows precisely where he is going. He is moving so fast that he has become almost pure energy. But his intensity should not be mistaken for the manic energy that makes people drive their cars at top speed to get from point A to point B. That kind of intensity belongs to the horizontal world of space and time. The intensity represented by the Knight of Fire belongs to the vertical world of the present moment, a recognition that now is the only moment there is. And here is the only space. When you act with the intensity of the Knight of Fire, it is likely to create ripples in the waters around you. Some will feel uplifted and refreshed by your presence. Others maybe feel threatened or annoyed. But the opinions of others matter little. Nothing can hold you back right now.
That's confusing.
So it's basically saying, when this intensity that you're feeling is, you have to be in the moment. Like nothing else matters. Not the future, not the past. The moment is all you have. And to, kind of show that. And others, will like to be around you because you have that intensity. You have that passion, in life or whatever. Others might feel threatened, they might feel scared, but it doesn't matter to them. It matters to like important people with you that you're around and you've, kind of show this presence that you have of positivity or whatever.
He didn't say that.
Yes, no, serious. That's my interpretation.
Hey, that's like...
No. That is the interpretation. I think that's what. If anyone else thinks that is different, then they can let us know.
It's kind of, yeah.
But I that's what I think it is. It says,
I think we need to read a little more because sometimes just the commentary doesn't do justice. I'm sorry.
Well, it says right here, the intensity represented by Knight of Fire belongs to the vertical world of the present moment. A recognition that now the only moment there is, and here is the only space.
Okay, yeah, it's like it's more like stop going, just like stop using that intensity, just like from going to place when this is what matters.
But feeling
the
moment, yes.
Here.
Yes.
This.
So more information.
More info in the box.
Zen says.
Zen.
Think of all the great words and great teachings as your deadly enemy. Avoid them because you have to find your own source.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Think of all the great words and great teachings as your deadly enemy. Avoid them because you have to find your own source. You have to not be a follower, an imitator. You have to be an original individual. You have to find your innermost core on your own with no guide, no guiding scriptures. It is a dark night, but with the intense fire of inquiry, you are bound to come out to the sunrise. So dark, going to light. Everybody who has burned with intense inquiry has found the sunrise. Others only believe. Those who believe are not religious. They are simply avoiding the great adventure of religion by believing. So to me, in this, you can interpret it differently as well. But basically, you have to be your own self. You try not to look for other people.
Stop being a follower and be yourself.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
And so that's the external
Simple,
influence that you are able to see.
So let's kind of go over what is each thing. So you said this is the
creator.
The issue.
Yes, the creator is the issue. Yes.
This is the thing that
you're not able to see. Your internal issue. Yeah.
And the thing
this is you are able. The external.
Okay.
Yes.
That I'm able to see. So now we're gonna go to number 4.
And what is needed for the resolution? Flip over. Dun, 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 dun.
Money. I think that's money.
Okay. All right. Money.
Money.
Patience.
No.
This is perfect for you.
No.
That is what is needed for resolution. Is patience.
Alrighty. So this card is called patience. I don't know. What is the state of this person? I don't want to say that.
I don't know.
What is this?
I mean, she looks pregnant, but I don't know if she is.
She looks pregnant.
Yes.
And
it's a woman.
It's a woman that has long hair.
Yeah.
And she's surrounded by flowers of many colors. And on top of her, there's like the moon cycle, right? So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is 9 months. That a woman...
Oh, it's true. Well, I didn't even think about it. So maybe she is pregnant.
Yeah, you didn't know that? You have to ask your mom.
Okay, I'll ask my mom.
Which is the time that takes for those who didn't know a baby to
Yeah.
be, you know.
Right. Yeah, we know all that.
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I hope you know that.
Yeah.
That's how you guys came to the world.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so I think that makes a illusion of, you know, the time that takes to make something.
Right.
Which is one of my biggest weakness, says.
Is patience.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right, let's read a little bit more.
Commentary.
Commentary. There are times when the only thing to do is wait.
No! Ah!
The seed has been planted.
I know. I hate that.
The child is growing in the womb, so she is pregnant. The oyster is coating the grain of sand and making it into a pearl. This card reminds us that now is a time when all that is required is to be simply alert, patient, waiting. The woman pictured here is in just such an attitude, content with no trace of anxiety. She is simply waiting. Through all the phases of the moon passing overhead, she remains patient. So you see the moon's overhead.
Faces.
So in tune with the rhythms of the moon that she has almost become one with it. She knows it is time to be passive, letting nature take its course, but she is neither sleepy nor indifferent. She knows it's time to be ready for something momentous. It is a time full of mystery, like the hours just before the dawn. It is a time when the only thing to do is wait. So this one's going to be rough for you, right? It's patience and waiting. You know, you want to get things done like quickly and all that stuff, but you know, sometimes when you do that, that does cause anxiety, right? Like you build up all of this stuff, but if you see in this picture, she doesn't have any of that. She's just patiently waiting. She's just, when she feels content, she feels like, yeah, I feel good. Like I feel like I'm in a good place. And when you do that and you're patient and you wait, you have less anxiety because, you know it's coming, but you know, it's going to get there when it gets there type of deal. So.
Yeah. I don't have any patience.
Yeah.
That's all. I thought I was patient, but honestly, I'm not patient at all. Like anything's done quick.
Right. I think all of us have that.
I don't
sometimes.
like uncertainty. I don't like any of that. So.
Right. Okay. So.
Wow.
More.
Hits me straight in my tummy.
In your tummy. More information. We have forgotten how to wait. It is almost an abandoned space. It is our greatest treasure to be able to wait for the right moment. The whole existence waits for the right moment. Even trees know it. When it is time to bring the flowers and when it's time to let go of all the leaves and stand naked against the sky. They are still beautiful in that nakedness, waiting for the new foliage with a great trust that the old has gone and the new soon will be coming and the new leaves will start growing. We have forgotten to wait. We want everything in a hurry. Right?
Yes.
It is a great loss to humanity. In silence and waiting, something inside you goes on growing, your authentic being. And one day it jumps and becomes a flame, and your whole personality is shattered. You are a new person. And this new person knows what ceremony is. The new person knows life's eternal juices. That's an interesting last word, juices. Eternal juices.
Yeah, like smoothies.
Yeah, like smoothies.
I love
Orange
smoothies.
juice. Yeah.
We've forgotten how to wait.
Uh-huh.
And that's